Hey guys, Corey from the Bow Shop Bible, and in my hands is the new Bowtech Reckoning 39 Gen 2 long draw. By far one of the best indoor bows that I've ever used. The one thing that left a little bit to be desired, I believe, is the draw length increments being stuck at a 1/2 inch. And that is with the stock draw stop, which is this triangular draw stop. Okay, so that has kind of like a point on it for more of a spongy hold, and a flat side for more of a rock solid back wall. Well, what I came up with is 2 draw stops that will get you to the 1/4 inch increments. Depending where you're at on that cam, you'll either use the rectangular one to get to that 1/4 inch spot or the round one. The round one's towards the shorter draw range of the cam. The rectangular works towards the longer draw because the spaces between those tapped holes change as you go throughout the range of that. But the latest improvement is I have a slidable draw stop. So this solves all. It has more of a bulbous end on this side and more of a narrow end on this side for a different hold. But this, used with the additional screws that I include, allow you to slide it to dial in your draw length to any draw length that you want. And most recently, we've came up with an aluminum CNC version of this. So let's take a look at how we install these and see if this is something that you may want for the Bowtech that you shoot. All right, currently installed is the stock draw stop. It looks like a triangle, of course. The way it's set up right now is for a spongy hit against the cable. That's with this point. It's not tightened down all the way, so I'm just going to change that around. And you could do it like this, so it hits the cable with the flat end. That's going to give you less of a spongy feeling, more of a rock solid back wall. So that will only get you to the 1/2 inch increments provided by Bowtech. You can see the lines inscribed on the cam itself. So we could take that off, and to get to the 1/4 inch marks on this end of the cam, we could use the round draw stop. So that's this guy here, and just put our screw back in there, and now we can go ahead and we're going to loosely screw that down until it hits, and then just give it about 1/8 of a turn. This is plastic, so that plastic is going to compress and it's going to act like a lock washer. But as you can see, that gets us right in between those lines. That'll get us to the 1/4 inch increment. So that's for this end of the cam. If you're on the longer draw of side of the range of the draw length, you're going to use this rectangular one right here. So the single hash mark side is a little bit shorter than the double hash mark side. You're just going to have to see what works for you, but that's just going to go, let's say right here. Same thing. Bottom out the screw loosely, and then just give it a 1/4 turn, 1/8 to a 1/4 turn, and that should get you in the 1/2. You can see that that one might be a little shy of 1/2, so we could do it on the other side. And that gets you right there at the 1/4 inch increment between these 2 hash marks. And don't worry about the flip disc. That will actually be rotated out of the way when you have to install on these longer draw length settings. Now the solve all is the adjustable draw stop, which is this guy. And this has 2 different ends, one for a harder back wall. You could use this side, which you use the opposing one to rotate that around. You see that that's not going to work there, but you use the one from the top cam, and you could use the smaller bulbous end. But what you're going to do with this one is you're just going to take a screw, you're going to find out where you want to be and install the screw that came with the bow, and you're going to get that going, and then you're going to use one of the screws that we provided. You're going to skip a hole and go to the next one. So that's going to get you to wherever you want to go. That'll give you infinite adjustment right there. And it's designed on the same arc of these tapped holes. And then once you bottom them out, just another 1/8 to a 1/4 turn, and you will be set. That's not going anywhere. Gives you a great fill in the back wall. And then most recently, we got a CNC'd version of this. Limited quantity. We're going to actually sell out what we have made. And then we're going to take a pre-order for the next batch. So you just get this there. It works the same as the plastic one, just of course it's made out of aluminum, so you could crank down on these screws. Crank down, and there that is. You want to adjust it, just back them off a little bit, and just slide. Infinite adjustments. So that's it, guys. Now let's take a look at the packages that we're offering and the pricing. Okay, we have 3 options for purchase. The first is the 6-pack plastic. That's 3 sets of the different stops. They are the plastic ones. That's $24.99 plus shipping. Next, we have the Pro Pack. That's the 3 sets of the stops, but the slidable draw stops are the aluminum variety. That is $34.99 plus shipping. And then we got just the Pro Slide stops. That's the 2 slidable aluminum stops. And these all come with the extra 2 screws. And they're all for purchase on shootingtime.com in our shop.